weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll take that. 14 yards on play number 1.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back to Mixon on first down. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some room to run now. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Head the street. Check.
And a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. First carry for Najee Harris. Pushes him over. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First down, and they go back to Harris. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Steelers at 1-8 now on the year. They come in on a 1-game winning streak. See if you can call it that. But remember, That was on the heels of an 8-game losing streak, so trying to keep it positive here.
I'm going to take your advice. I think that's a good idea. Let's keep it positive. But let's face it, it's almost like in the theater. You're only as good as your last performance. They're hoping to make this an extended run now, not close after one performance.
Check smash! Check smash! Hurt! Hurt!
On third down, here's Harris. Room here to run. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now it's Burrow. On the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Here's Austin. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Ready?
Got this to the 30 before being taken down. 7-7, our score after 1. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, smash Bronco! Reload! Reload! Go street!
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Hawk 70! Hawk 70! 19 right! Street! Street!
Throwing is Perkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Fryermuth, 27 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here's Trent Taylor. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 2.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, it's Mixon. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Mixing up the middle. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Fred Warner, first time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. Running left, it's Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Bryce Perkins, 60 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taylor now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'll be able to claim the season sweep. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 76 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. 72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
65 yards. Read alert, read alert.
To throw is Perkins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Bryce Perkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. On third, here's an option play right. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Perkins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 39, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 157 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On the jet sweep, here's Chase. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, big man with the ball. Man, bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Alert! Alert! Go, Reed! Go! Free! Free!
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. They're going for it. This is Harris. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the gun to give to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11 MT, take.
Once again, they run with Mixon. 191 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
11 Palmer.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
When you talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone, he's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Hey, check that. Street. Cowboy 80. Check smash. Ready?
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Check Bobcat. Go street. Check man.
They pitch it to Harris. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Sixty Maverick. Street.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Broncos. Riggs.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards on the ground.
11.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is taken in by Hurst. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Another try for Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much on this. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know that... And the ball is knocked out. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
Here we go.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And McPherson on for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team.
And he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bengals, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.